breaking down how to deal with criticism.
You're always going to have critics and naysayers and people that are going to tell you that you won't, that you can't, that you shouldn't. Most of those people are the people that didn't, that wouldn't.
This may apply to you whether you're in a service-based industry, in school, employer, bad employees, customers. You get the idea how to deal with criticism. And it can be in anything, whether you're a chef, architect, or a contractor, or a student. How do you basically deal with criticism?
If you got an issue with that, come see me. I'm about that.
I'm going to break it down with you because I went through architecture school, had to present my models and get shut down, and I have to deal with clients every single day. I have to deal with the city officials every day as an architect. So look, I deal with a lot of criticism, still strive forward and not put your ego in it. So I'm going to drop some tips for you guys. Hit the like, subscribe. Let's get right into it. So the first thing is how to deal with criticism is acknowledge it. You basically have to sit there and realize at the very beginning that people are criticizing you. It could be for good, it could be for bad, but at the end of the day, someone's voicing their opinion towards you, and how you react is very important because it can really turn the conversation left or right. So when you first realize that they're criticizing you, the next decision is to how to react. You realize you're in a situation being criticized. If you need time to kind of breathe and analyze the situation, one tip that I learned from Never Split the Difference by Chris Roth, I think his name is. I'll drop the link below for his bio, a negotiator. He basically uses this tactic called mirroring. Let's say I'm going to, for example, your book is bad. My response would be, my book is bad. And by saying my book is bad, it almost makes them repeat the sentence again, and it kind of buys you time to understand what's going on. So if I say your book is bad and you come back, my book is bad, it's like, yeah, well, your book is blah, 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 and I'll explain in detail. And you can kind of use that as a tool to find deeper reasoning behind the criticism, right? You kind of gain some time, kind of like put them on a step back, kind of like, okay, what are you really saying? And by doing that, allows you to kind of gather your thoughts. Now, once you gather your thoughts, you're kind of realizing they're criticizing you for whatever it is, your food, your model, your outfit, whatever the case may be, is to ask questions. Why, what, who, what does it do? Basically try to find the deeper reasoning behind it, and the mirroring is kind of like a tactic you can use. When you realize the questions that you're asking, you'll find the deeper meaning, the deeper reasoning behind it, and that can kind of guide you into answering the criticism in a sense. The one thing I want to remind you guys is to consider the source of who's criticizing you. Is it your professor? Is it a random customer? Is it a one-time customer? It is a very important customer. I mean, that's pretty much what's going to really dictate your emotional response. And when you take the moment to realize, okay, like, who is this person? Why are they making these comments? Can really help you realign your emotional concerns. If you disagree, is to offer an alternate, maybe not argue back, but just kind of turn left instead of going right. Most of the time when people criticize, they're just trying to vent, trying to get something off their chest, kind of speak their mind. To deal with it is to either accept it or to offer an alternative. When you fight back to criticism, it almost creates conflict, and they're going to fight back, and it's going to never really ends well. So it's almost to like say yes and then offer a solution, or just acknowledge it and then move on. At the end of the day, like, you need to listen to everything. Doesn't mean you necessarily need to listen to everything. Very important right there. Like, understand what they're saying, but never really like take it to heart. You know, at the end of the day, you need to be gracious. You need to be, nice. You never want to be disrespectful. You don't want to be burn a bridge. Listen, hey, this is not the great thing for you. Okay, I understand. Thank you so much. Doesn't mean you need to agree with them. You just have to be nice in a sense, don't want to be like, F you, you're wrong. So the way I want to wrap this one up is just basically reflect on it, whether it's good or bad. I mean, sometimes good criticism can help you, bad criticism can help you. End of the day, criticism is someone's opinion towards you. You need to remember that. So they're saying what they feel towards your food, your outfit, or your project. They have their reasonings. They're going to explain why. You can either agree or disagree. Ultimately, you want to be respectful, nice. You don't want to be rude and say, F you, I don't believe you. So I think it's really important when you're dealing with criticism is to first understand the situation you're in. Buy some time if you need to really grasp what's going on. Handle it respectfully. You don't want to come off rude, arrogant. I don't know if I can curse on YouTube and say the A word, but that's what I was going to say. You get the idea. So criticism is going to be everywhere you go. And I think the best way to handle it is to just be professional. Take the emotion out of it, because sometimes that's what they're looking for. And when you take the emotion out of it, it really helps you pivot the situation accordingly. So guys, that's how we handle it. That's how I personally handle it in my everyday life. If you have any suggestions or any tips, I'm more than happy to collaborate, ask back and forth. Let me know. Let's see what you guys got. So look, any questions, comments, drop a comment below. Hit the like, subscribe, show some love. Until next time, gracias.